Here's a list of all doors monsters rated from easiest to hardest. Here we go. Starting off with the easiest doors monster is, of course, Timothy. You can't really die to Timothy unless you're on like 10% health, so it's a pretty easy monster and he just spawns in a drawer every once in a while. Number 2 is just a little bit more dangerous than Timothy is Jack. But somehow Jack has managed to kill me twice on my live streams, which is really not good, and it's really bad if Jack spawns when Rush is coming through. Speaking of Rush, number 3 is Rush. Now, Rush just spawns here once in a while, but it's pretty easy to survive. Now, if I was rating these on multiplayer, I would put this way higher than number 3, because Rush is very difficult if there's more players, because there's not as many lockers. But on single player, if you see Rush and you're paying attention, it's very easy to survive. You just have to hit a locker, and then once he's gone, you can just exit. Number 4 on easiest is Eyes. So I put this a little bit higher than Rush because you're almost guaranteed to take a little bit of damage if you look at it. If you really can see the purple before you get into it, you won't take any damage, but if you're at low health and look at it, it can really kill you. Coming in at number 5, I put Halt. So I said Halt because if you don't know what you're doing, you can easily die to this, and it's somewhat of a very difficult floor. You gotta make sure that you're running really fast every time it glitches the other way, and it can take a really long time, and some people might not exactly know what to do on this. So number 6 is Figure. However, I've put Figure in 2 different parts. Floor 50 Figure and floor 100 Figure. So for this one, number 6 will be floor 100 Figure as the easiest. This is because you can just run right past him right at the opening, and you really don't have to deal so much if you do it right. If you grab the key, he usually goes to the other room, and you can just go sneak in and do all the codes and then go back to the elevator. He doesn't really bother you that much. Coming in at number 7 is Seek. Seek is actually a pretty challenging one. As you get up the floors, there's 2 of them throughout the entire scene. There's usually one after floor 30 and after floor 80. Floor 80 can be really difficult. You gotta really be paying attention during Seek. You gotta look left, right all the time, and you gotta make sure you don't hit any fire thing. This is a really challenging one, but if you get really good at it, it's really fun as well. Now coming in at number 8, this is where we're getting into the more challenging ones, is floor 50 Figure. So number 6 was floor 100 Figure. This one is floor 50 Figure. This is because Icing Figure on floor 50 is a lot harder than floor 100. This is because it's a lot more open, and it has a higher chance of killing you, and it's a larger spot, right? It's a harder place in general. Floor 100 is actually pretty easy if you know what you're doing, but floor 50 is quite difficult. You gotta get all the books, you gotta get the map, and then you gotta get the code, and sometimes you even have to guess on the last number, and then you always have to be crouching too. So I'm putting this guy at number 8. At number 9, it's the monster. I don't really know its name, but I'll describe it to you. It goes psst, and then you have to look at it in its eyes, or it will do some damage to you. This guy is a very dangerous monster. Sometimes it can go very undetected, and it can kill you very slowly, but it's very effective, and I hate it. It's one of the most annoying monsters in the game, and it's one of the most difficult, I find, if you're not paying attention. Now, this is the hardest doors monster. Some of you guys may disagree with me on this, but I think this is the hardest doors monster. Even for the most skilled players, I would say Ambush. This is the guy that comes back once and twice, and can do that multiple times. And it can be really challenging, because if you're at like floor 80, where the lockers don't let you in for as long, it can kill you before you get out. So you gotta time properly. You gotta get in, and then when he passes by and then passes back, you have to get out. And then you have to wait again and go in. I think I've died to this guy the most times, because it's one of the most challenging things in the game. You really got to time it perfectly, because if you don't time it perfectly, you're dead. And if you go too early, you're also dead from the lockers. Or not just dead, but take some damage. So if you're already low from like floor 80, then you can take a lot of damage. Hope you enjoyed my list of the hardest doors monsters. If you guys like this video, subscribe, like, turn on those notifications if you have not already. And as always, I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record.